girl Joy CJ.
And I'm Tavi Mo.
And I know y'all heard that greatness in the background, y'all. Look, we got Polie the Great live in action. What's up, man?
What's the deal? I like how you said that. Felt real important how you just did.
Hey, you are important.
Background, yes.
Yes. So for everyone who is listening, let everybody know who you are, what you do.
I am Polie the Great. I'm literally the most slept on artist in Chicago, but we definitely finna change that shit. Independent artist. I've been doing this for like over 15 years. I got over 12 projects out. You can find me on all streaming sites under Polie the Great, Polieda, not THE, the Ebonics way. Polie the Great, everything on any site you can find me. I'm there. Hella work. Tap in.
Now, why do you feel like you're the most slept on artist in Chicago?
Cause I listen to everything, for one, and I don't put out my opinions on no music, but I listen to everybody's shit. Like, mostly Chicago artists, if they drop something, I'm gonna listen to it, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists from here that do got recognition here, do got recognition there, and I just know a lot of them, you know, they can't fuck with me. And I ain't saying it on no, I am saying it on some cocky shit. It's a lot of them that just can't fuck with me as far as music go, but I know they got other shit going on that's got them in the light. But again, like I said, we finna change all that shit because consistency is definitely key. And I'm planning on being real consistent.
Now, you said that you've been doing this for 12 years. So tell us a little bit about what that process has been like as an artist, you know, over the years involving, you know, like what has that been?
Honestly, you have to really love this shit. Like, especially if you ain't getting no money out, you gotta love it. Like, and I love this shit. So for me, it's always been, that's what kept me doing music. It ain't never been about, oh, I'm finna get a dollar amount off this. Oh, I got 30,000 views. I literally love doing music. I could sit in the studio all day. Like, I've just been doing this shit for so long. And it got to a point where I'm like, okay, let me start at least putting this shit out. Like, I was just doing music because I loved it. But I'm like, all right, well, let me put it out. We was selling mixtapes hand to hand. I probably done sold like 150,000, 200,000 mixtapes just hand to hand on the streets from Chicago to Iowa, Minnesota. Like, I done took my music all over the place and just built a hand-to-hand fan base, if you could say. Before the streaming shit got real popular, like, we was already out building up our fan base. So it's just the love of music is what keep me doing this shit. I drop an album or at least some type of music every year since 2013. I've been dropping something every year, and now I'm at a point where I'm dropping some things every year. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm gonna drop 2 videos, 2 songs for the rest of the year. Like, I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna stand on that shit, and I'm just gonna, you know, drop this shit and let people see. Like, it's some undiscovered talent here. You know what I'm saying? That y'all need to tap in with. So I definitely got a lot of work for the people. We gonna drink this shit or y'all just gonna look at it? Because y'all told me we was gonna try this shit.
Yeah.
The cup was empty when it fell over, so.
It definitely was. And tell me real quick, just want to let them know what we sipping on.
Yeah, so this is our black-owned liquor sponsor, Manhattan. It's a bourbon whiskey. So you just drank it. So tell us, you know, live, what you think about it. You could be honest.
How was it?
It was right. It wasn't bad. I can see it with, you know, a fat ass ice cube with an orange slice on the top, inside of a Manhattan, the right way with a fat ass porterhouse steak. You know, I see it. I see it.
All right, that's good. I'm glad you liked it.
Most definitely. And before we take this shot, we have to get into this Wilson that you have out everywhere now. Just say that name even better, and let's talk about that.
Wilson. So clearly, it's named after my mom. My mom actually named the album. She just don't know it. We were on the phone one day. I had already came up with a nice collective of songs that I felt like was going to all work together. And I was just talking to her, and I told her something that I said to a lady earlier today. She's like, you know, you said that because you Wilson. All I kept thinking, like, that's what I'm going to name my album. But I ain't tell her that, but went to the studio, and we just started putting the songs together because it initially came from me doing a song called Wilson. I was just trying to do a song about my mom and the things she had been through and stuff like that. But the songs that I was working on, I just didn't realize they were all coming together as about my past. And like, I'll never really get too personal in my music, but on Wilson, I got real personal. Every song on there, you will hear about my mom's past life, my mother and father, my children, things I done been through, financial struggles as a father. Like, you'll hear all that on the album. Like, it's a super duper personal album. I didn't put it out for a shitload of recognition. I put it out to show people I can be vulnerable as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, so whenever y'all do tap into this shit, y'all gonna hear the turn albums, y'all gonna hear the real rap albums, and then y'all gonna also hear that I'm vulnerable. I can speak on my life and the things I done been through and make good music out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So Willa Son was a super personal album to me, but it's gonna always be my favorite though.
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna ask you. Like, so what's your favorite type of style? Like you said, you just, you know, did a vulnerable album, a turn album, a real rap. So what's your favorite type of style that you like to do the most?
Classic trap. I love like Rick Ross is one of my favorite artists. Not my favorite. He's one of like, it's certain songs that I have. If you listen to them, you gonna either think Ross about to come on after me, or just be like, damn, Ross need this shit. Like I love classy trips, soulful samples, and just being able to talk my shit and let people know like this wordplay get real crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped writing like 72 songs ago, so I've really been in the real zone with this shit. Like the whole Willa Son, didn't write none of it. Sat down, got to it, and it's just been on ever since, for sure.
Now, you know, on the Juice, we love to talk about just things that we think that media and different outlets can do to help artists. So I know you said that you feel like you're a slept-on artist in Chicago. So what's something that you would suggest that probably platforms or people or networks could do to maybe help artists be seen and give them more exposure?
You know what, to be honest with you, y'all doing a lot. I can't even say it's nothing more that the companies could do. It's more, truth be told, it's all about your financial situation to a degree, because a lot of this shit just costs money. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that coming in here. Like, no, you're not finna be able to just go here because you got good ass music and they gonna play it, or they finna interview, or they finna do this. Like, all this shit costs some money. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an artist, I wouldn't necessarily say it's nothing that the platforms could do, but as an artist, if this is something you really want to do, which I'm learning now, I've learned from talking to different people, reach out. Find out what you need to do to get an interview. Get you a goddamn press kit. Get you a one sheet. Get you all these things that they gonna probably ask for, because when you start stepping up to these professional platforms that you think you want to get on, they gonna tell, well, where your one sheet? Where's this? Where's your this, then the third? And you need to have that shit. So it's really about investing in your career. If you really want to be taken serious as an artist, it's way deeper than just having good music. And I had to learn that the hard way. But I can't quit because I just really love this shit. So it's on now. For sure.
Wow, yeah, that's really, really interesting. Now, speaking of, you know, talking your stuff, now you just dropped a song, that was the name of it. So tell us about like your visuals and stuff. Like, what's the process behind it? How do you come up with all of that?
So truth be told, right, we were in the studio one day. It was me, my homie Charlie over there. Shout out to Ugly Ass Travel. Everybody know him here, real legend in the Cheyenne. He with me. It was me, him, and like 2 or 3 of my other homies, Katie Young Cocky. That's my engineer too. I gotta shout him out real quick, because that nigga is one of the hardest engineers in the city, like on the mixing, glass and shit. So as far as just the process with the visuals and everything came out, we were just sitting in the studio talking about how I got so much music. It's what else can we do to really bring some attention to this shit? And my homie Loyalty was like, bro, just start shooting little videos and studio shit. It don't even gotta be nothing where you need a $10,000 budget for. Make it clean, make it glass, make it some good music, and let's just start dumping this shit. So that's where the whole idea came from, the Who the Fuck Can't Rap Club, which is what I'm basically doing on my YouTube right now. It's just, it's just me putting out my music with some nice content, and most of it you're gonna see is behind the microphone, in the studio headphones, because most of this shit, we getting off the computer, let's turn the camera on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's show the whole process of, like, man, we don't gotta wait till tomorrow. You gonna see the next video, face gonna be rough as hell. Like, I ain't even getting haircuts for some of this shit. I'm literally recording, dumping it, and it's just on. So it may look like we putting some work into this shit, but we literally just, hey, come on, stand up right here, bam. Folks stand on a little ladder, take me from up here, get a few angles, get my good side, and we gone. For real.
Absolutely. Now let us know, do you have anything coming up or going on that people should know about?
Okay, so I'm missing the date, but I got a show I'm hosting and performing for my brother Doughboy the Boss on like October the 12th. I want to say that's the information on my page. I would lie and make up an address, but I don't want to do that to y'all. So all the info on my page. But we got that show coming up. I'm dropping another video tonight. Like I said, so every week I'm dropping 2 songs, 2 visuals. So just keep that shit in mind. And I still got a whole album that ain't none of these songs gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole album called Who the Fuck Can't Rap put to the side. I literally just finished a mixtape in 3 days called Polie Chulo. Shout out to my homie Chulo. I met him like a week ago. No cap, shorty 20 years old, he from Broward County, Florida. Met him like a week ago after I dropped the Talk My Shit video. He hit me on Instagram like, I've been sending you beats, bro. Check me out. Go to the fucking email the boy Cole. We done did 7 songs in 3 days. Polie Chulo tape. That shit I'm gonna drop that shit too, just to keep their whistles wet while I'm waiting on the album. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a shitload of content. And that's really what I'm focusing on right now. Just keeping the content, keeping the videos and the songs coming, just keeping the quality out. And then I'll just worry about some shows and shit along the line, because it'll be there for sure.
Absolutely. And one last thing I want to know from you, like, what moment will you feel like, okay, now I've made it in Chicago, like, nobody's sleeping on me no more? Like, what would that moment be for you?
When they let me get this show at Reggie's Rock Room. When I could do a show at Reggie's, because I'm going to pack it. When I can get this show at Reggie's Rock Room, that's like our Apollo, you know what I'm saying? So if I can get this show at Reggie's Rock Room, that's when I'm gonna feel solidified, because I'm gonna pack it and motherfuckers gonna hear about it, and I'm gonna tear the walls off that bitch. You feel me? So that's gonna be the moment I'm like, all right, yeah, we here. Let's take this show on the road. It's time to turn up for real, for real. So, but I want to do the city first. Like, that's big and that's important to me. Getting the city to understand what I got going on. That's big to me right now. So Chicago is my first stop on this PDG tour for sure.
Come on. Now, before you go, we just started a new segment on the show called Juicy or Dry. So I will throw out a subject, person, or a thing, and you just say juicy if you like it and dry if it's whack.
Let's do it.
Casamigos.
Dry.
Politics.
Dry.
Church.
Okay. What was the word I could say if it ain't dry? Because I need
Juicy.
God. Juicy. God is juicy.
Oh, Teslas.
Juicy, I guess. I ain't got one, but they juicy because you don't need to pay for their gas.
Tall women.
Juicy.
Y'all heard him, man. Look, juicy or dry? Come on, come with it.
Juicy.
Yes. Now,
Tall glass of water.
yeah, for sure. Now, let everybody know where they can keep up with you on, like, all social media platforms.
Everything is WTF_is_PDG. Basically, what the fuck is PDG? Who the fuck is PDG? However the fuck you want to read is PDG. It's all WTF_I is PDG on all fucking social media. All streaming sites is Polie the Great. You go to my page on Apple Music, Google Play. Shit, if you want to go to MySpace, I still got shit busting on there. You know what I'm saying? But Polie the Great everywhere. PDG, POLIEDAGREAT. Polie the Great everywhere on everything. And it's out here.
Say less, man. And look, we about to get into Polie the Great music, so sit with us, sit tight. We'll be right back.